I'm Johnny Price in Greenville, South Carolina, and this is another of our Talking Head film analyses, where we're not so much concerned with how good a movie might be as we are with the ideas that come out of the movie. If you're afraid to fly, then the first 20 minutes or so of Flight, directed by Robert Zemeckis, may just confirm your worst fears. A passenger plane taking off from Orlando to Atlanta hits heavy turbulence, and the pilot, Captain Whip Whitaker, solidly played by Denzel Washington, is forced to roll the plane, fly it upside down, and then roll it again in order to glide but still crash land in an unoccupied open field. Amazingly, only 6 people out of the 100 plus on board are killed. Now, unbeknownst to anyone except the good captain, when he gets on board that morning prior to takeoff, he is high on cocaine and booze. It's the blood test after the crash that revealed his condition. But this film is not about a plane crash. It even goes further than being about one man's struggles with his addictions. Instead, the crash becomes a metaphor for how any of us might handle a catastrophe in our lives that then leaves us a wreck. Now, the film certainly is concerned with Whip's addictions and is largely a very effective cautionary tale. But this is also a God-haunted film. You'll find verbal and visual references to God throughout. Whip's lawyer says that the crash was an act of God, a legitimate legal category, as it turns out. Whip's co-pilot and the co-pilot's wife maintain that God saved the passengers and had good reason to do it. Even a cancer patient that Whip runs into in the hospital takes the position that Whip was where he was doing what he was doing because God had his purposes in it. Whip thinks that's a lot of crap, and at one point asks the question, whose God would do something like this? So, we get a picture that most of us fit into. We're surrounded by people who love us and care about us and who support us. And then things beyond our control begin to happen. Decisions that we've made in the past either enhance or hamper our ability to cope. It may get so difficult that we need, perhaps absolutely must have, the continued support and help and love and care of those around us. It could be that our survival will depend upon it. Still, no matter how bleak, we can make choices. But in this picture, there is still the question, is anyone in control? Is there any purpose to the activities, the actions, the events, the catastrophes of our lives? Well, my take is this, and the film seems to confirm, although very subtly, this position. And that is that a crash, as depicted in this film, is a result of a combination of technological malfunction, human error, and the unseen, purposeful involvement of an omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent, loving, sovereign God. Now, there's a lot of mystery there. But one thing that we can see is that God is a God. And incidentally, the film affirms this. That God is a God who brings new life and transforms people out of catastrophes. I'm Johnny Price, and this has been another of our Talking Head film analyses.